So I just left YHA Borrowdale, heading on one of the harder days of the trail. About 3,500 foot of climbing to go today. Get a nice early start on it. It's only a 15-mile section though, so shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it's definitely a walking pole day. Absolutely gorgeous morning. Don't know what the weather's like. It's been very patchy, but I think we're good till about 4 PM. Hopefully I'll be done about 5. Don't know where I'm staying tonight yet again, but I'm sure we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Seems pretty easy to get on campsites and stuff like that so far, so winging it, mate, winging it. No. Oh my God. Wow. This is the best thing ever. So I've just seen a red squirrel. That's really made my day because I've not seen one of them in absolutely years. I knew they were around because you see the watch out for red squirrel signs, but that's the first time I've seen one, and it was almost interacting with me. It was like chittering and chattering and checking me out, and I was checking it out. Really cool interaction. Made my day, that. Winning. So I'm pretty sure this section is the Cumbria Way. I do remember the big boulders along the trail. Really did a number on my feet when I did the Cumbria Way a few years ago. But absolutely stunning area. It was a lot more rainy when I did it. It was the wettest day of the Cumbria Way coming through here, so still views, but not as magnificent as today. So I'm very pleased to be back on it, even if it is just for a short section. Beautiful valley, and it gets even more stunning further up. Eagle Crag, and we go up there. Pretty sure I've done this bit, so it shouldn't be too bad, and then I think it goes steep right at the end, so we'll see. I've got the hiking poles out. Hiking poles. Let's crack on. Them ladies there, they're fast packing it, so they've done 2 sections in one day yesterday. They did from St. Bees to Roughwaite, and now they're doing yeah, Roughwaite to what, the very end? Yeah, Strap. Just got to make it up this last little steep bit, and then we're on the top of the first summit of the day. And it's kind of a undulating plateau all the way down towards Grasmere, and then after that, nice big break, and then one more up today, and then down into Pattersdale. Made good time to this point though, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to just have a nugget bar or something like that, and then a bit of a drink, and then crack on up that. Yeah, that bit was pretty Slippy for sure, pretty steep, pretty slippy, good fun though. There's another guy catching me up. Uh-oh. So that's the first hill of the day done. Only one more to go today. Just a nice little plateau now, all the way down to Grasmere. Another fast packer's passed me. He's training to do a race. He's about 60, about my dad's age, but he's absolutely flying. I heard in the hostel before that there was 2 girls fast packing it, which they passed me, and an older bloke fast packing it, and yeah, he's doing quick. He's out of sight already, but to be fair, he ain't got this huge bag on his back, has he? So yeah, credit to him though, absolute credit to him. So we're at the Clegg again, starting to get some views back. There's old mate all the way over there. Bit boggy. So at the top there was a bit of a fork. One of the maps I downloaded took me this way over the crags, and the other map kind of takes you down the valley. I'm guessing down the valley is the easier route, but if you want a bit more of a challenge, come this way. And the views are pretty spectacular all the way down this ridge. It might add about an hour onto the trip, but because it is pretty hard going, but it's worth it. It's worth it for the views, especially when they open up. I was in the Clegg before and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have come this way, but now I'm pretty happy with it. Now I've dropped down. It was gonna happen eventually. So once I drop down off this ridge, I'm going to have a bit of lunch down wherever I end up. I don't know if there's a pub down there or whether it'll just be a spag bol. I need to start using these ready meals. I can't be eating in the pub all day, but if there's somewhere nice, when in Rome, innit? But yeah, the views, absolutely crazy today. Beautiful day. So that was a nice little trip up Helm Crag. Hopefully now the trail drops down to the road. I'm pretty sure the Traveller's Rest is around here somewhere, so I'm kind of hoping it passes right by the side of it, so I can grab a beer. Fancy a beer. I need a few treats on this trail. Well, loads of treats. As many treats as possible. Thank you. So I've decided to stop in at the Traveller's Rest for a bit of a pit stop. Just got myself a sausage roll and some chips and a beer. Nice one. A delicious feed at the Traveller's Rest. Now I'm heading up this big old hill with a sausage roll and a pint in me. It's a pretty long one. I'm about a quarter way up already, but yeah, looks like it gets pretty steep at the top, so let's continue. Probably 2 hours to get up this, hopefully 2 hours back down. Should be into Patterdale for about 6:30, hopefully. But I have got my head torch. This might be a head torch night, to be fair. I'm not going to rush. Definitely starting to feel all the ups and downs over the last 3 days. It's a bit of a struggle getting up here, but I'm nearly at the top, and then back down. Hopefully get a good few hours rest before we do it all again tomorrow. Crazy. So I made it to the top of the last climb for the day, feeling pretty accomplished. Just 5 miles that way now to Patterdale, so good 2 hours walking, something like that, maybe a little longer, but either way I'm getting in for dinner time, which is great. Plenty of time to rest up for tomorrow. Tomorrow's another hard day. I think there's still about 2,800 foot of climbing on that one, but rest up, food, drink, might not even have a beer tonight. I just want a really big glass of Coke. I know, crazy. But yeah, beautiful tan. Yeah. Very tempting to stay in the Boffey tonight. Let's have a look, see what it's like. Yeah, locked. Oh well. Just started raining for the first time today. Might have to stick some wets on in a minute, but for now it's just cooling me down. It's keeping me nice and cool, making me go a little faster. So yeah, it's quite refreshing at the moment. So as you can see, I stayed in a hotel last night, managed to get a room for 80 quid for dinner, bed and breakfast, which isn't too bad to be fair. Had some nice Mongolian beef for a starter, lamb shoulder for dinner, and nice sticky toffee pudding for dessert. So yeah, that filled me boots, and then this morning had a really big breakfast. It was absolutely heaving down last night, so it's nice to be somewhere nice and dry, get all my kit dried out, and prepare myself for today, which is going to be an absolutely soaking day. Heading over to Shap, finishing off the Lake District today. So it's pretty much rain until I get to the other side of this hill, and then hopefully it's dry when we get to Shap. Be able to set up the tent in a nice dry conditions, but I really do have to make the miles today, because it's a later start with the breakfast being late, and yeah, it's going to be a wet one over the highest point today as well, so better get moving. Let's go. Yeah, the rain's not too bad for the moment. I can deal with this. I will get soaked through eventually, but it's okay so far. Great day for ducks today. Absolutely teaming it down. At least it keeps you cool on the climbs, but yeah. Views are still out though. Look at that. That's pretty nice. Mate, it's wild. Yeah, it's pretty wild up here today. The wind's pretty strong. This is angled tarn. I think in summer with the longer days I'd have tried to go up here for a wild camp, but I think I was better off staying in the hotel last night. It was absolutely bouncing down, and got all my gear dry. It's probably soaking wet again now, but still. But awesome place. Gotta go up there now, somewhere. I think I go over High Street. Yeah, something like that, High Street. So that's the highest point on the trail. And then after that, woo, downhill and hopefully a wet but cruisy day to the end of the Lake District. I actually can't believe how clear the views are considering how cloudy and wet it is. Like, the views are pretty open. I'm going to be in the cloud a little bit up there, but pretty open. Very windy, bit dodgy, but you know, the rain's not that bad. The wind's the worst bit. My bag's blowing everywhere. I need to sort that out again. But apart from that, yeah, it's not too bad. Hopefully I get up there and over by 12, start dropping down towards the lake, and then it's a straight shot to the finish, hopefully. So come all along this trail here. Woo! I think I'm definitely the wettest I've ever been in my life. That was pretty sketchy. On the way down now, we've got the beautiful lake down at the bottom now, and then it's just following that for a good few miles. So hopefully it's in a bit of a tree canopy, get the rain off me. Hopefully the rain stops soon, but I think all my gear's already soaked. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Still got a few hours for it to dry out, and hopefully, yeah, the further out of the Lake District we get, hopefully the better the weather we'll get. But it was a pretty cool pass, to be fair. It was really cool. I hope this gives you a sense of just how wet it is. You do not want to fall in that. Look at that view. Alright, made it to the bottom now. Look at how beautiful the golden grass is. Now it's turning to autumn, all these autumn colours coming through. It's a bit moody today, but it is still beautiful. And I'm really surprised there's still quite a lot of views up on the top, quite clear on the tops. It's very wild up there, but yeah, I'm so surprised that there's still actually some sort of views. So I'm taking it, I'm taking it. So this lake is a lot longer than it looks. Still got about 3 miles of this, all the way down to the bottom. It's pretty undulated as well. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Loch Lomond stretch, ups, downs. So combined with all that elevation before, this is quite a challenging section. What gets me is, I think there's a nice road on the other side. If my phone wasn't so wet and the maps were just a nightmare to use, I might have checked whether there was a road the other side, but we're on it now, we've got to do it. So I can see the dam at the end of the reservoir, so it must be a reservoir, this lake. So we're nearly done the stretch along this body of water, and now it's straight into Shap, probably about 5 miles, another 2 hours hiking, something like that. Time means nothing out here though, it just disappears, drags on. It depends what you're walking over, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully it's not through farmland on the way into Shap, because I can deal with mountain passes, I can deal with lake stretches. I just don't really like farmland, and I think we've got a lot of farmland coming up to traverse over to the Yorkshire Dales. That kind of land where you have to like look where the exit to the field is and you end up walking around a field for ages. that stresses me out. This kind of stuff is absolutely stunning, and I've really actually enjoyed it even though it's been raining. I've really enjoyed it. It feels so wild and beautiful. So that's our last look at the mountains of the Lake District. Only a short jaunt now into town. Getting really hungry now. But yeah, goodbye mountains. See you another time. On to the Yorkshire Dales National Park. Still very hilly. 56 miles done, 126 to go. Robin Hood's Bay, 126 miles that way. Sweet. I mean, how do I even start getting across this? All clean and dry in a shop now. Just at a nice little campsite. It was only £8 with a nice shower, and it's got a little drying room, and I'm just cooking up a bit of dinner now. A little bit of spag bol. There was even a beer in the fridge that he let me have, so cheers. Probably wander down to Co-op about 8ish, grab some more snacks, resupply, and then yeah, it's supposed to be better weather tomorrow, so nice nice dry tent as well. Everything pretty much stayed dry, but anything that's wet is in the drying room, so that's good.